It's now time to talk to the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society president about their fun upcoming event that they have tomorrow. It is the Old Islam in Detroit, Rediscovering the Muslim Past. And Gina Gregory is the president of the Historical Society, and she is joining us now. Gina, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Glad to be here, Maddie.
Gina, could we first start off with telling us a little bit about the event that you guys are putting on tomorrow night?
Well, this is a first for us to use the Connect building. Since the library wasn't sure that they'd be open at this time, another resource that we have that we're able to use is the Connect building, part of the Orchard Lake Mall, and folks will enter from the outside into this live event. And of course, it'll be socially distanced, and I expect that the West Bloomfield Parks requires masks, so we'll abide by that. And then we'll look forward to a live presentation by Sally Howell. I heard her a few years ago at a Historical Society of Michigan presentation, and the audience just loved her presentation. They had many questions, and she's a dynamic speaker with a great deal of knowledge about it. She's written a book, and she's the director for the Center of Arab American Studies at University of Michigan, Dearborn. So she's well-versed on her topic. It explores the rise of Detroit's early Muslim communities and documents the growth and expansion of their mosques and cultural institution from 1900 through the 1980s. So it'll give people a deep background of the diverse area that we live in Metro Detroit. I thought it'd be of interest to our community as well.
Gina, could you tell us a little bit about the inspiration for bringing this presentation by Sally to the Greater West Bloomfield area, and specifically working with the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society?
Sure, I'm inspired always to look for diversity, look for inclusivity of looking at history, looking at our community, looking at the wider world that we live in. And when we have a resource like this, it makes sense to me to utilize that so that we all have a larger understanding. Often in February, we have a speaker on Black culture, which is excellent. This year I wanted to change it up and do something diverse for another culture. Another year we had gone to the Chaldean Cultural Center, which is a small, excellent museum inside the Shenandoah Gulf Center, I'm not sure of its title exactly, on Walnut Lake Road near Drake. They have an excellent museum. So we encourage people to explore their history. There's so much of it around us. You know, we have the Holocaust Center is down the street on Orchard Lake Road near 14 Mile Road. So we live in a very diverse area, and it's great to embrace that and learn more.
Gina, we live in a very diverse community, as you said. How important is it for our community to learn specifically more about the Muslim community and their history here?
It couldn't be more timely, could it? You know, it's always important to be aware of what's going on, and in these times, I think it's extremely important that people understand Detroit's connection to the Muslim community. You know, didn't I read some of this in the paper yesterday about you know, people being detained and withheld at Russia for their connections, and who knows what those are, but there's certainly a lot of interaction with our community and the rest of the world. So it's just very timely, and there's, you know, there's a history there that we all need to be aware of.
Gina, if someone
seems to me.
Yes, Gina, if someone wants to go and attend this presentation and talk tomorrow night, how will one go about registering for that and connecting with you to find information about that?
They can go to our website. We're the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society. So our website is gwbhs.org. We're called the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society because we encompass Greater West Bloomfield, which are the 4 communities within the township of Greater West Bloomfield. That's why the name is Greater. So there's no charge. All people have to do is find 6335A Orchard Lake Road, which is the outside entrance to the mall, underneath the West Bloomfield Parks logo, which should be lit up and visible. And they just walk in the door, and we have a registration table set up right there. So it's pretty easy. Just come on over and go to our website to see the write-up exactly.
Gina,
it's on our front page.
Awesome. Gina, as we wrap up here, is there anything else you want to share with us about what's going on with the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society or any other events that you guys have coming up in the near future?
Sure. Tomorrow we're having another strategic planning meeting. And so people would need to contact me, and they can do so by email, going to our website and just clicking on the email link, which is contact@gwbhs.org if they're interested in doing that. If they're interested in research, we also have a link there on our website. And then we're open for our open houses now each week. We're open the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th Sundays and 3rd Fridays. So we will be open next Sunday, and we have all new exhibits in our newly updated museum. So I think it should be a good time. People have enjoyed what they see, and there's many interactive items for people to touch and look at and engage in.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Gina. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's a great way to connect to your local community.
Exactly.